Hi everyone, I am back and today is going to be a little different. Instead of doing a review or a tutorial that I promised I was going to do, I'm just going to do 10 unlucky things that have happened to me because something has happened to me yesterday that I just think it's funny, and if you know me, I don't have the best of luck. So, number one, lately I've been driving, and I think I'm a pretty good driver, but anyone thinks they're a good driver. Well, a week ago I went to Ulta, and I'm leaving Ulta and I'm driving my brother in law's truck. And I guess I estimated wrong when I took the turn. I thought I didn't need to turn so wide, but I hit the curb. Most bump I've ever hit, but I guess somehow I made a knot in the tire, and so while he is at work, he has a blowout. And the reason he has a blowout is because of me. So that's number one. Number two, I am a cat owner, and usually I don't associate with animals at all. And I don't know why, but I fell in love with this cat. Well, this is why my video on my hair tutorial is not up and probably won't be up for till next week. So I'm filming yesterday, and I keep my laptop plugged in when I film just because I don't want my laptop to ever die in the middle of filming because it's annoying and just stressful. So I am filming, and I get like a little size note saying my laptop's gonna die. And I am curling my hair with my wand, and I'm just looking at it like, how is this possible? It is plugged in. I look, and the little green light's not on. So I'm like, okay. Is there the plug not working? What's going on? Well, my laptop dies completely, and I'm just confused. So finally, I look at the cord, and there's little teeth marks all over the cord. My cat ate my cord. You know how it happened? I can't even recall having it on the floor. As to do with my cat again, I left to Colorado for a week, and my brother was cat sitting for me, and he did a pretty good job. All I asked was to feed her and clean the litter box and play with her a little bit because she's still a baby, so she needs attention. Well, I come home and my room is the same how I left it. Well, my cat knows how to open up the drawers. Well, somehow she opened up my pajama drawer and peed in it and closed it back up. Well, I come home and I'm like, I'm gonna get in my pajamas. So I'm opening up the door, and if you've ever smelt cat pee before, you know what I'm talking about. Like, everyone knows what cat pee smells like. I'm just like, oh my god, like, I wanted to vomit. It was just so strong. So I clean and I wash and wash multiple times my clothes, and I had to get rid of some shirts. I've cleaned the drawer out. I've used chemicals. That drawer is never being used ever again because it smells awful still. Number 4. At my school, we have different campuses. We have the senior campus, and then we have the freshman campus. Well, some classes are on the freshman campus, so you have to walk across the street, which is really frustrating. And I have a language class, so I'm over there, and I am running an errand. So I'm giving the teacher the paper, and she's taking her time. Like, I'm just like, okay, waiting, and I'm walking, and there's no one in the hallway. I'm just like, oh, did the bell ring? And then walking out, and then I hear like the siren, and then like the teacher is on the microphone. She's telling everyone to go in the classroom, lock the doors, we're on lockdown. I'm outside already. So I start walking across the street. I'm thinking, okay, if I just go to the senior campus, I can still get in. Walking over there, and I see the cop on her golf cart, and she's yelling at me to run and hurry up. And I'm like, is this a real lockdown? Because if it's not, then I'm not running. So, I mean, she takes me into the school and throws me into a classroom. She threw me into a physics teacher. So I'm like, okay, it has to be all juniors. So I'm sitting there, it's dark. I'm just like, this is taking forever. I need to do something. And we cannot be on our phones. So I'm just like, oh, okay. The principal comes on the radio, or the microphone, and we're in the clear, turn on the lights, everyone can go back to what they're doing. So I'm like, okay. The light is turned on, and they're all seniors in the classroom, and I'm just like, please, God, this cannot be happening. Number 5. This is more of an embarrassing than a unlucky. Okay, it's embarrassing and unlucky. Unlucky. No, can't talk. I am in the Disney store. I am only 11. And I still hold this up to like a number 5 because it is just that bad. And I'm with my cousins, and I love Disney. I mean, like, as I make more videos, you're going to realize I'm in love with Disney. So I'm in there. And I see these little kids. Oh my God, they're so cute. I see this little boy, and I'm just like, oh my God, you're so cute, you know? It was not a little boy. It was a grown man. He had a growing problem. So he never actually grew, so he was a little person. I mean, it was so embarrassing, and I ran out of the Disney store, and I felt awful because, I mean, yeah. Okay. My worst luck. I always drop my phone in the toilet, and I will tell you why. People always ask this question, like, how is this even possible? Well, I always keep my phone in my back pocket. And this usually happens around Christmas time. I'm being serious, because I wear skinny jeans, so I can wear my boots. And so I'll keep my phone in my back pocket, and when I go to the bathroom, I just pull down my pants. I mean, I have to use the restroom. And my phone will fall in. And then, guess who has to go get it out? This person. I mean, it happens all the time. There has never been a time my phone has not fallen into the toilet. So it's just the worst thing that can happen. Okay, number 7. I have recently found this candy shop in the mall, and the first time I went in there was for a Father's Day gift for my brother-in-law. And so I bought him all these little different candies and this little pig. It's a candy, but it looks like a pig. It is the cutest, the most sweetest little thing you will ever see. So I bought it, and when I got home, no one would eat it, and because it was just so cute. Well, the next time I went in there, I got it again. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to eat this pig when I get home. Well, I get home and my little niece, It's like, can I have some? I'm like, yeah, we can share it. We can have him. Which part do you want? And she's like, oh, I want the little tail. I'm like, okay, you can have the butt. So I cut it in half. She eats it and she's like, this is great. Take a bite. I'm like, this is so gross. It was the most disgusting thing I've ever ate in my life. Okay, I probably ate more weird crap before, but it was gross. So, like, I swallowed some. So about an hour passed, and I start to feel bad, and I'm like, oh, it's my lupus. I'm trying to like itch. I'm like, what is going on? I'm itching everywhere, even on my scalp. I'm burning up. So I'm like, what do I need to do? So I jumped in the shower, and then it came up. So I'm just like everywhere in the bathroom. My niece late that night got sick too. So I'm like, it had to be the pig. And I mean, it was the color when we got sick. It was the pink color of the pig. So I knew it had to be the pig. So every time I go into the candy shop, I'm like, you got me sick. I'm not buying you, even though you're cute. Number 8. Okay. This is more of a shh, don't tell anyone that I did this, because some people might be mad. I made some cupcakes for my class for a project. And I mean, I had to pass French too. I had to. I was not going to repeat it senior year. So I did the extra credit. I made cupcakes with my friend. So I made them, and I'm walking across to the freshman campus from the senior campus. I'm walking with the cupcakes in my hand, and somehow they fall. They all fall everywhere. And there were like s'mores cupcakes, so they had like little graham crackers on top. So I'm looking, and I'm just like, this is the worst thing that can possibly happen to me. Why? I'm like so upset. So I sat there and thought, picked them up, put them back in their little place, closed the box, and I sat there. I mean, I sat on the ground. No one was out there, and I thought to myself, I can get away with this. No, don't do that, because you would make other people eat dirt. But if I don't do this, I don't get the extra credit, and if I fail my final, I have to repeat. So I mean, all these different things are running through my mind. So I did it. I walked over, handed my teacher the cupcakes, and walked out. So when my class came in, me and my friend got up and did our little slideshow. I handed out the cupcakes. Everyone ate them. And so that they were the best cupcakes they ever ate before. And I'm thinking to myself, you liar, because there's dirt on your cupcake. And I felt so awful, but I had to pass. So in my mind, and I had to convince myself that they took one for the team. So yeah. Thank you, everyone in that class. Thank you. Number 9, I went to prom junior year. So, got asked. And I got ready at my friend's house, my best friend's. And I was going to leave that night to my other friend's lake house. She's a senior. So I packed up all my stuff. And her boyfriend lives right across the street from my friend's house. So I'm just thinking to myself, I can go drop off my bag so we don't have to come back over here. We can just leave straight from prom. So me and my friend Haley, we get dressed. We do our hair. And I don't want to put on my dress yet, nor does she. So I just put on these shorts and a jacket, but I have my bra on. And so we take my bags over to my friend's boyfriend's house. We drop them off. And then we're walking back, and I could have gone through the grass or the sidewalk, which had water in it. Haley went through the grass. I had no shoes on. My mind, I'm thinking, there's ants in the grass because it just rained the day before. I had no shoes on, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk through the water. I can just dry off my feet. There's gunk in the water. I slip, bust my butt, skin up my whole knee, pretty much take off like the whole skin off my toe. I am bleeding everywhere. The bleeding does not stop that night, nor does it stop the next day because I'm on so many blood thinners. To this day, I still have a bruise because it takes me forever to get rid of a bruise because of my disease. I had to go to the doctor to get medicine and ointment for everything. I usually don't go outside that much because I'm so afraid I'm going to get hurt. I love being outside. I'm being honest because I love like just nature. But if I could, I would wear like a bubble suit so I could not get hurt. Because, I mean, it takes me months and months to heal up. Okay. Number 10. And this is like, in my mind, has to be like the most worst thing that could happen to someone. So, you probably have like something worse. And I do too, but I don't want to share that with y'all. So this is just like, oh, another day in Elena's life. It's number 10. My birthday's coming up. I am going to turn 18, and I am just so excited because my aunt is taking me on a trip. I'm just so excited. Well, my lupus, my disease, my autoimmune disease is acting up. It was acting up very, very badly. But I, as myself, was playing it off like it didn't. But when you walk around and your feet are swollen with 2 liters of fluid, you are not fine. I mean, I was so swollen that I didn't even wear shoes around school. I would just take off my shoes, and the AP wouldn't, or the teachers would not say one word to me. They were just happy I was at school. So it was just getting worse and worse, and I was just putting it off because I was so excited about this trip. So excited. So I still so excited and planning all this stuff, turning 18. Well, I sent my sister a picture of my foot because it was just horrible that day at school. I mean, oh my God, it was just so bad. It was just like, I can't even, it was just bad. Like when I would walk, it was like weight, and I was used to it, but this time it felt weird. It was just different, and I knew something was really, really wrong at this time, so I had to tell her, but I didn't want to make a big deal about it because I wanted to go on my trip. My sister calls my doctor at Texas Children, and I ended up at the ER that night. It's October 1st. By the way, my birthday is on the 2nd. So we're there, and if you've ever been to any hospital at the ER, it takes a while to see you. So I'm not happy because, like I said, I do not have the best luck. And usually when I go to the doctor at Texas Children, I will get admitted. It can be like just for a checkup, and I will have to deny it. So I just hate going to the doctor. And sometimes I love it because I just love seeing my nurses. I mean, I go so often that I know them pretty well. It's kind of not a good thing because if you know them better than you know your own family, then you know something's wrong. But just the life that I live. So anyways, I finally get called back, and they check my weight, they check my blood pressure, see if I have a fever. Going over, my sister's like, she has SLE, lupus, kidney disease, all this stuff, and I'm just like, in the chair because I'm so tired, and I'm looking at my brother-in-law like, you know, like, well, at 12, they come in and she goes, "You're not going home. You're spending the night." And she goes, "Because you're 18 now, you can sign your own paper." And everyone's like, "That's so great." In my mind, I'm thinking, you know what I'm supposed to be doing right now? I'm supposed to be packing. You know why? Because I'm supposed to be going on a trip. But now I'm signing a little paper so I can stay the night. So yeah, that's what happened. But the good thing out of that, I will tell you this one, a couple good things out of that thing. Because usually things always have a really good thing that comes out of it. And it can take a year, but I think it's great. But I was there for my birthday. Nurses were just so great. They gave me cards, happy birthday. They were trying to make it special for me, even though that's not where I wanted to be. So, and I probably will make a video on 10 great things that have happened. Because I've had great things that have happened to me. I mean, I think one of the greatest things that has ever happened to me would be my wish for Make-A-Wish that was granted. And I will make a video on that. If you subscribe, like, and comment if you want that video. And I will do a makeup tutorial and a hair tutorial. So, till next time, bye.